There's a fascinating organization called MAPS, Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies. This is a nonprofit think tank that advocates for the responsible investigation of psychedelic plants and chemicals and exploring their potential as tools for transformation, for interpersonal transformation, right? And this is a moment that we're living in now, right? We're kind of living through a psychedelic renaissance where all of a sudden people are starting to take these tools, these cognitive technologies that have been used for thousands of years a little more seriously. We're starting to take out the magnifying glass and stop being alarmist and actually paying attention and studying the potential of these tools, right? So there's a fascinating article written by Timothy Leary back in the 60s called Programming the Psychedelic Experience. And the idea here was that if you could successfully pattern and sequence the input signals that the subject would receive when he was on a psychedelic odyssey, you could literally assure functional output. You could almost guarantee a functional catharsis, that there would be value to the psychedelic session. And he described the psychedelic experience as a period of increased reactivity to stimuli, both from within and from without. So you are immediately plunged into a dialogue with your own subconscious. Things start to erupt. Things start to emerge. New patterns start to be perceived. And at the same time, the world becomes like a sense-around system. You know, the fidelity, the resolution of the input signals get boosted. So all of a sudden you are overwhelmed, almost eclipsed by the signals coming in. You are like a mind in flight. You are in orbital position. You are seeing the big picture. But if you don't have navigation, if you don't pattern those signals by carefully choosing beautiful music, by carefully curating excellent ecstatic poetry, reveries that you can read while you are tripping, you know, controlling the environment, hanging around people whose company induces feelings of well-being. By patterning those signals, you're authoring the song, the soul surfing that you're actually doing. You know, people that engage in these mystical states are known as psychonauts. They're literally soul surfers investigating psyche through first-person experience. And there's all kinds of answers that we can find within. There's all kinds of spaces that we can explore. The new space is inner space, and it's fascinating. We need to look deeper into this mystery. We need to explore these numinous realms, these archetypical realms from within. We need to go Carl Jung in our own brains using a cocktail of chemical technologies that will thrust the body-mind into liminal spaces of exploration. We need to engineer inception-like dream spaces to explore, and the technologies are not all going to be external. Some of them are going to be internal. You know, computers are drugs, but drugs are computers. This is the essence, and this is why we should be open to this stuff, because it's absolutely fascinating. So check out MAPS, Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies.